Yo people, today this video is gonna be about Dragon Ball Super. Gonna have some Budokai Tenkaichi 2 gameplay in the back for y'all to watch. But yeah, it's pretty much gonna be me talking about the problems I have with Super personally. But yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so I'm gonna do this video is I'm going to first talk about the problems with Dragon Ball Super. Then I'm gonna talk about how I would have written Dragon Ball Super in I guess the second half of the video. Alright, so the first problem with Dragon Ball Super is that there's no core storyline. I think something that Dragon Ball Z is forgotten for is its core storyline and how it allows things like Gohan achieving Super Saiyan 2 to work. How it allows things like Goku achieving Super Saiyan to defeat Frieza works. The reason why things like that work is because the storyline along the way was great. So it was very big on follow the storyline for a great reward, and the great reward was usually cool action sequences and whatever the case may be. But yeah, the reason why things like that work is core storyline. Dragon Ball Super does not have that. Something like Goku achieving Ultra Instinct, there's no core storyline that makes sense to allow something like that to happen. Some people also would say that, I guess the next point, we're gonna get into the next point. But yeah, so those power-ups, in terms of power scaling, whatever the case may be, it allows things like those crazy moments to happen because of the storyline. Dragon Ball Super has no core storyline at all. Like it doesn't. It's they just think that what drove Dragon Ball Z to be Dragon Ball Z was everyone wants to be strong, and there's usually someone who wants to destroy everything, so we have to fight to stop them. No. That's I guess that's Dragon Ball Z in a nutshell. But the core storyline, a good storyline, is what drives it to do that. One thing I will respect about Dragon Ball Z though is the action is what got it on t-shirts, but not what made it actually good. Anyways, but yeah, let's get into the next point, which is power scaling. Power scaling has gone, it's out the window, bro. It's not even a thing anymore. It's a serious problem. And they're not even doing it in the right way. Because the thing is too, when you have like, I guess, terrible power scaling, you can still do it right. Like, there's still right ways to do it. For example, we could talk about Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen power scaling is, I wouldn't say bad, but it's like kind of sketchy at times. I don't want to get too off topic with it, but that, I can't remember what his name is, the guy who looks like Kakashi. Bro, why is that guy so strong? The guy's so strong for literally no reason, but because of the way it's written, it works. You know what I mean? Even something like One Punch Man. Power scaling in One Punch Man doesn't even make any sense at times. But because of the way it's written, it works. Dragon Ball Super, it's not written well, so it doesn't work. Like, it honestly, truly doesn't work. The idea of them achieving God power, or the God level of... They broke through the God barrier through holding hands with pure-hearted... What was it? I think 5 pure-hearted Saiyans, which made no sense. Let me tell you why that makes no sense. Vegeta is not a pure-hearted Saiyan. He may be a family man now, but he's not a pure-hearted Saiyan at all. That guy... Even when he fought... what's that guy's name? I think Togoma, when Ginyu did the body switch thing. He decimated him. He turned him into dust. There's no way someone who's pure-hearted is going to do that. So, yeah, that's a problem. And on top of it, Videl's fetus. I'm not even gonna call the fetus Pan. Nope, I'm not even gonna give the fetus that. The fetus? How is the fetus a pure-hearted Saiyan? Someone, oh my god, bro. Yeah, that was stupid. Don't even get me started on how Goku Ultra Instinct makes literally no sense. Like, somehow him absorbing a spirit bomb triggered him mastering self-movement. What? Like, that makes no sense. I honestly, like, it doesn't even feel like they're trying anymore at this point. Krillin was throwing hands with Super Saiyan Blue Goku, who achieved God level power. It makes no sense. And Super Saiyan Blue or Super Saiyan Darker Blue Vegeta, what is that? It makes no sense. I think we all know that I'm not here for any type of Trunks slander, but we're gonna get into some Trunks slander. So the point in the show where he had that, I guess, spirit bomb sword thing, I did like the idea of it. They just didn't do it right, but like, you know what I mean? Seeing someone take one of Goku's techniques and turn it into their own thing, that idea is cool. But it made no sense because if we're living in a post-apocalyptic world, whatever, like Trunks was, there should be no humans on the Earth to draw that power from. There should really not be any nature or anything. Everything should be burning. Like, the sky itself was dark, so you could tell that Earth, the life on that Earth wasn't high at all. So I don't get where he drew that energy from. That absolutely made no sense. And not even did he just drew any type of energy, he drew enough energy to chop Zamasu in half. that actually was so stupid. The next point we're gonna get into is characters. Characters in Dragon Ball Super. There's only, I'm not even gonna give Dragon Ball Super that credit. I was gonna say Goku and Whis, or not. Sorry, not Goku and Whis. Beerus and Whis are a cool, I guess, duo. But I can't even give Dragon Ball Super that credit because it was from the God of Destruction movie. But other than those two, the only good thing that ever came out of Dragon Ball Super is Hit and Goku Black. Goku Black's a very cool character. Goku Black's design, Goku Black's his arrogance is cool. Like Zamasu's arrogant, but it's not in a cool way. With Goku Black, he's arrogant in a way that it's actually like it is cool. And then his design is just like I feel like Goku Black's design and his arrogance kind of mesh very well. If that makes any sense. But yeah. Other than that, I'd say Hit is a pretty cool character as well. I mean, Hit got hoed, but you know what I'm saying? Let's not talk about that. Actually, you know what? No, we are going to talk about that. It's also going to bleed into the next point, or the next character, which is Jiren. But how does it make any sense that Jiren's muscles are just so big, he can move through time? Like, what? Like that makes no sense. That makes no sense. Hit froze him in like a time bubble where time has stopped. And this guy just walked out of it like it was nothing. Like, Jiren is one of the stupidest characters ever written. Like, I think in, not just in Dragon Ball history, but in I guess anime history in general. Like, honestly, like I don't see anyone else who's, like, his character's not, like, his design's not cool. His backstory's not cool. His powers, his style of fighting is not cool at all. It's so, Jiren, oh my god. Jiren's so stupid. Jiren is literally so stupid. I hate that character with a passion. Like, oh my god, what were they thinking when they put that character in the show? Like, I actually need to know who signed off on that. Like, yeah, this character's cool. Let's make this guy the main, I guess you could say, villain. Even though he's a good guy, but the way the tournament power works, everyone's fighting each other. Yeah, so I really want to know what they were thinking when they made that character, but that character's actually garbage. Dispo's pretty cool. I'll give them that too. Dispo's a pretty cool character. But I think a speedster in any type of like action, anime, even movies, I think a speedster is always cool. Like I think just a speedster in general is always cool. Like in my opinion, I think Burter is the coolest one out of the entire Ginyu Force. I like Burter a lot, but I think that's just because I like speedsters. But yeah, Burter's pretty cool too. So I think they should have fleshed out Dispo more. I would have preferred to see Dispo versus Vegeta rather than Toppo versus Vegeta. And it's also going to go back into the last point about how the power scale. Like, it doesn't make, like, Toppo's power scale, it doesn't make any sense. Toppo is, I guess, the next God of Destruction, so he can unlock that God key, which makes no sense. First of all, that should have been banned. He shouldn't have even been allowed to use that key in the Tournament of Power, seeing as you're not allowed to kill people. But yeah, and the fact that Vegeta's, oh my god, how does it make sense that Vegeta somehow beat his God key with a final flash? Like, it's God of Destruction key. It's supposed to destroy everything. There's nothing that can beat it. That's why it's a different type of key altogether. But I don't know. That made no sense. Toppo's not really a cool character. His design's not really cool. I say his design's probably better than Jiren, but Toppo's not really cool. Now, I don't want to get into it too much. I'm not really going to spend much time on this, but Dragon Ball Super's animation is absolutely disgusting. It's terrible. The animation in that show is pretty bad. And on top of it, I don't like that they changed the art style. I'm gonna see if I can find some screenshots of I think there's a couple screenshots out there of like Dragon Ball Super moments, but with the animation of like the old school animation of Dragon Ball Z. Bro, it looks 10 times better. So not only is the quality worse, the actual art style is worse too. I don't know why they changed it. I guess like, to an extent I can somewhat see why, you know what I mean, but I don't know. It's pretty bad. Yeah, I think now I'm probably gonna get into. I think if there's anything else that I'm missing that's bad about Dragon Ball Super, put it down in the comments below. Let me know if I miss anything. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think there's no reason also to get too in depth with it because Dragon Ball Super is just terrible. It's just pretty shit, you know? It's pretty bad. But yeah. Alright guys, so change of plans. How I'm going to do this actually, instead of doing like 2 halves to a video, I'm just going to make it 2 separate videos. mainly because I don't want this video to be too long. I really want to go in depth in the next video about how I would have written Dragon Ball Super. But yeah, hit the like button if you guys want to see that second part. Subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Gohan, do you think I've gotten stronger?